The first thing I remember is how calm my father sounded. Not angry. Not emotional. Just "She's a thief," he said under oath. I have the video to prove it. The courtroom absorbed the words the way rooms like that always do, quietly, without reaction. People shifted in their chairs. Someone coughed. My attorney wrote something down without looking at me. I didn't look at my father. If I had, I think I would have searched his face for hesitation. For doubt. For something human. But his voice hadn't contained any of that. A screen lowered behind the witness stand. The clerk dimmed the lights slightly. 22 seconds of video appeared. The footage showed me in his office, opening a drawlip, putting it into my bag. No audio. Just the grainy black and white angle of a ceiling camera. 22 seconds. The kind of clip that leaves no room for context. My father folded his hands on the stand, like the matter had already been decided. The judge watched the video once. Then again. The second time, I noticed something strange about the way the clip ended. Not enough for anyone else to question it. Just a feeling that the motion stopped too cleanly. When the lights came back up, my attorney leaned slightly toward me. "Walk them through the metadata," he said quietly. It was such an ordinary sentence that, for a moment, it didn't feel connected to anything happening in the room. I took the stand. The clerk swore me in. My father avoided looking in my direction. My attorney didn't start with the accusation. He didn't even mention the envelope. Instead, he asked something that sounded almost boring. "When you reviewed the video file provided to the court, did you examine its metadata?" "Les, could you explain to the court what that is?" It felt strange explaining something technical, while sitting 10 feet away from the man who raised me. "Metadata is information stored inside a digital file," I said. "It records when the file was created, modified, and sometimes the device and software used." The judge nodded slightly. Not impatient. Just following. "And what did the metadata indicate about this video file?" I glanced once at the screen behind me. "It shows the creation timestamp." My attorney didn't rush me. "And what was that timestamp?" 14 The courtroom stayed quiet. My attorney flipped a page. "And when was this file created relative to the alleged 3 days after?" There was a pause, not dramatic. Just long enough for people to process the order of events. My father shifted slightly in his seat. My attorney continued. "Could you also see what device created the file?" "Yes. And what did it show?" I felt something tighten in my chest, not fear. Something closer to recognition. Because the metadata hadn't just revealed timing, it revealed authorship. "It was generated on a laptop," I said. My attorney nodded. "Whose laptop?" The judge leaned forward slightly. I answered carefully. "The file signature identifies a user account tied to the household network." My attorney waited. "And the editing software?" "Consumer video editing software," I said. "The kind that allows you to trim clips." The judge raised a hand. "One moment," she said. She turned to me directly. "Are you stating the video presented here was edited?" "Yes, Your Honor." "Yes, Your Honor." "The metadata shows the original footage was longer." She looked back at the screen. "And the device that created the edited file?" I didn't rush the answer. "It traces back to a specific laptop registered on the network." Woes. There are moments when a room changes without anyone speaking. I could feel it then. Not tension, gravity, "my brother's laptop," I said. The words didn't echo, they just settled. Across the room. My father's hands tightened slightly on the witness stand. My attorney didn't say anything else. He didn't need to. The judge turned to the opposing counsel. "Counsel," she said calmly, "I will need clarification regarding the origin and editing of this evidence." No one raised their voice. No one argued. But something had shifted. The accusation had arrived loud and certain. The correction arrived quietly. And the room understood the difference. When the hearing paused for recess, people stood slowly. Papers shuffled. Chairs moved. I stepped down from the stand for the first time all day. My father looked at me. Not angry, not apologetic. Just unable to hold the certainty he walked in with. We didn't speak. There was nothing left to argue about. The legal process would continue. Evidence would be reviewed. Statements rewritten. But the moment that mattered had already happened. Outside the courthouse, The afternoon air felt strangely neutral. Not victorious, just clear. Being believed, it turns out, doesn't repair anything. It simply stops the lie from growing any further.